fountain of affection. I'm the instrument of joy to keep the good times rolling. I'm the boy. You know the world could be our oyster. You just put your trust in me, 'cause we'll keep the good times rolling. Wait and see, wait and see. Oh, wait and see. There's exultation, there's sweet disintegration. A few
Welcome back, hockey fans, to MC Media's continuing coverage of the Mariners Classic. Our next game, the U18A Finals between the West Hants Warriors and the Western Valley Spartans. My name's David Doucette. With me again is Brian Camo. Brian, I think we're going to get a slightly different game than the Under 11A game.
A lot more physical. I expect there'll be a few penalties. These teams play each other a little bit. They're in the same league. I don't know. I've only got to see this level, the U18A level once, and that was earlier today. And from what I've understood, Western Valley upset Sackville. So,
yep, yes they did. People fully expected Sackville to be in this final based on the round robin. Speaking of which, West Hants Warriors went through the round robin, defeating Yarmouth 4-0, Western Valley 5-0, and Sackville was a 3-3 tie. In the semifinal, they defeated Cape Breton West 4-1. On the other side, the Western Valley Spartans defeated Acadia 7-1, tied Cape Breton West 1-1, lost, as I previously said, to West Hants 5-0. And then in what some thought was a bit of a surprise, bit of an upset, this is why we played the game, defeated Sackville 4-2 with some solid goaltending. I was here seeing the majority of that game. Yep. And so full marks for the Western Valley Spartans for putting themselves into this final. Yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting game. As you said, they're in the same league, Brian. Talking to the coaches, they played each other in league just a couple times, each team winning one. But in this tournament, West Hants defeated them 5-0 in the round robin.
And West Hants just played just under an hour ago?
And so just under, about an hour for West Hants, maybe an hour and a half for Western Valley, maybe 2 for them, because the other rink got behind, but there was an overtime, and so I think it caused them to play the game a little later than they thought it was going to be. So yeah, a quick turnaround for both teams, but a little more so for West Hants.
So there's, you know what, with an hour and a half, there's not much difference there anyway. So let's see what happens.
It's still a quick turnaround.
Sure, it is. Yeah. And when it's a little bit physical, any kind of physicality, of course, makes that hour and a half seem, or that hour even seem longer or shorter, I should say.
Western Valley Spartans coaches Chris Acker, Chris Fowler, Peter Banks, and Scott Saunders, manager Megan Saunders. And for the West Hants Warriors, I'm going to skip one, but coaches Zach Chiasson, Andrew Patterson, Jimmy Cook, manager Kimberly Cook. And to anyone listening from Yarmouth, from the Yarmouth area, their head coach is Ryan Knowles. And if that name sounds familiar, back in the very early days of the Junior A Mariners, Ryan was a big factor in that team.
Led the league in scoring that year, I believe. And probably, I think Ryan went home and put some effort back into helping the Hants system, which they have a good system on West Hants. They have a new arena, which is beautiful. A new one out in Brooklyn, which is hard to find, but it's a beautiful arena still. You know, so they've got a lot working for them. A smart coach, guy that's played Junior A, so he should understand the game for sure.
Now, Brian, you coach at this level, not so much the A, but the age level.
Yep.
The U18 level, and so you probably have a great understanding of the mentality, I suppose, at this level.
When you play each other a lot in the same league, you get that little animosity. You know the little things that each team does, so you know what? You have to just keep your cool, though, and kind of play hockey.
Warriors control the puck to begin with. Coming back in, though, are the Spartans. They'll gain the blue line. Pass back. Lots of big Den Hen. Going to get it back to Coleman King. Coleman King loses control. That's going to allow the Warriors to break out. Coming in now is going to be Brown. Backhand towards the goaltender, starting goaltender, Sean Perrin for the Western Valley Spartans, and Seth Meaden for the Warriors. Coming back, there's the Warriors. That shot goes off of a leg. Finding the puck again is Moore. Slides it towards the front of the net. Young, he skips over Young's stick. Back to the point. Brown with a slap shot off of a stick. And Perrin's just going to cover that up, allowing both sides to make changes 1 minute into the game.
I think the fatigue level wouldn't set in until about halfway through the second period. And then you might start to see a little bit of dragging. Both teams have good-sized benches, though, so that may not be a factor, but I would suspect it would be.
Face-off controlled by the Warriors. Back to Patterson. That shot off of a leg. Breaking out the other way. Great lead pass up to Banks. Banks carries the puck in. Beautiful defensive play by Brown. Breaking back. Nice move to get away from one. Shot off of a leg. Back to the point. Big hard slap shot goes wide. Back behind the net. Spinning around from trouble and passing it in front dangerously. Saunders. Saunders gets the puck back to Banks. Banks goes cross ice, but it gets out. Chipping it back in, off of a body. Chipping it back the other way, but getting there first is going to be Saunders for the Spartans. Saunders almost loses control of the puck. Good forechecking there by the Warriors. As they'll dump it back in deep, this time looking for Corkum behind the net. Corkum ducks underneath of a check. Coming back the other way is Banks. Nice pass up through the middle, but picked off at the point. That one goes off a body. Once again, good forechecking, good work at the point by the Warriors. Up along the wall. 4 players fighting for it. Spartans come away with it. Off to an open wing. Getting there first will be Patterson for the Warriors. Patterson will reset behind his own net. Shakes the forechecker with a quick stop. Coming on the near side. I don't have a number 22, so we don't know who he is. He's going to be the mysterious number 22. Actually, you've got here, maybe it says...
I don't see it here either.
No. Mysterious number 22.
From West Hants?
For West Hants, yeah.
It would be Jay Lake.
Jay Lake. 87 on the program, 22 in your heart. Coming back the other way, I'll fix that next time we... thanks for that, Brian.
No problem.
Warriors coming back in. Quick snapshot. Nice pad save. Spartan bringing it out. Dangerously when you're reaching back for a puck like that. Opens yourself up to a hit. Trying to chip it forward. Good work there by the Spartans to get it out of their own end. Trying to jam it in. They do, and they stay onside. Once again, it's Brown. He'll spin away. Reverse it down the other side. Pass up through the middle. Brown's going to pick that one up. Coming in up from the defensive position. He'll chip and chase. Back behind the net. Looking in front. Spins around. Shrugs off the check. Has it behind the net. Looking in front. Trying the other way. Looked like he was thinking about the Michigan.
Yeah, he looked like it there for a second.
Does the backhand. He's going to pick up the rebound in front. Still has it.
Great shift for him.
Reverses it back to the point. Dykes with a long shot. Skated away by Johnston. There's a shot. Nice glove save by Perrin as we get a whistle with 11:01 to go.
Well, that was a great shift right there behind the net. Back behind the net. Good job by number 77. Brown, I think.
You are correct.
Yeah.
I'm fixing my lake.
It's a paper I can see now. So.
There you go. Nice big print for us.
Thank you, boys, for that.
Face off, going to control by the Spartans, breaking into their own end, chipping it forward nicely is Denhan. That's going to get ripped right around the boards, chipped away, and almost checked there. Got to be careful when you start trying to avoid checks like that. That's when you get those neon knees.
Exactly.
Denhan has it again. Here's a quick snapshot. Kick save by Meaden. Back to the point.
To the blue line kick.
Yeah, that's a bouncy pad.
Yeah.
Who needs D when you can clear it yourself? Brown, once again. I think I'm going to be calling his name a lot. He's probably going to log a lot of minutes.
I think so.
Brown up to Stanford. Stanford goes up through the middle. That's knocked down. That clearing attempt in by Denheim goes off of a stick and into the mesh for a whistle with 10:13 to go.
These teams so far, back and forth, I suspect it'll be that way the whole game.
I know it's going to change the moment I say it. I'm going to say it anyway. In the first 5 minutes, it hasn't been quite as physical as I thought it might be.
Not yet, no. I kind of thought they might play the body a little more.
Chip forward, good attempt for McPherson coming in. There's a shot, pad save. Rebound save as the rebound goes off Annis's skate, and the goaltender able to grab that shot from the point. Terrific reaction by number 60, Sean Perrin, Not so much the first shot, Brian, but the rebound that redirected
Was a
off his
beauty.
own player.
That was a beauty save. Almost scored it himself. I watched the fan to my left there jump up and down. I don't know if he was jumping up and down for the save or if it was because he thought it was in.
You see the first shot and the rebound save.
Yep, big save.
Back to live action. It's going to get back to the point. Sear keeps that in. That's Smiley. Check that. Coming back the other way, chipped up nicely by Fowler. Fowler being chased down by 3 players, taken out from behind. Good work in there by Smiley. 5 players along the boards. And finally, the Warriors come away with it. That lead pass doesn't misfires. It goes down the ice for an icing with 9:27 to go.
I think if I was the coach of Western Valley, I would try to play a little physical, and maybe that would wear West Hands down. But then again, there's only a half-hour difference in between rest periods, so
And
maybe
both teams, you said it earlier, and I'm going to restate it. Both teams with a big bench.
exactly. So you can lay the body on a little bit. And
Lead pass shoveled in by Dykens. Coming back the other way, the Spartans just missed that pass. Coming back forward is Phillips in his own end. Phillips looking for Dykens along the board. That's going to be defended well. Forecheck by Hamilton. Good work by Dykens. Better work by the defenseman, number 57, Maddox Saunders. McKenzie taken out hard as he chips it over, and he slowly peels himself up.
the first real body check we've seen.
He is slowly making himself to the bench.
Yeah, he's struggling.
Good work by Dykens to avoid a check. He'll chip it in deep. Ward back there. Ward leaves it for Saunders. Saunders goes up the boards. Good forecheck, or good pinch in there by Brown. Wrapped around the boards again by the Spartans. They've got room now. Brown still pinching there. Good play by Brown, reading the play and interrupting the play in the neutral zone. And a third time. He brings it up, looking to get a shot away. Oh, tries to go outside in, but gets the puck slapped away from his stick. Coming back is Coleman King. Makes a nice move to get in. Cuts towards the middle, has an opportunity. There's a shot, just sails wide as he goes to the short side. Getting in there to keep it in time are the Spartans. Phillips tries to chip it out. Good work by Young to get it back in. Warriors through the middle, stopped at center. A little bit of sloppy pay as teams are making changes.
Ooh, that was close to too many men.
Yes, it was. He wasn't on.
That was the thing of it. There's that 2-foot rule that refs normally give you.
Here's a quick shot off of a leg. That one's going to leave a mark.
Yeah.
On his own player, Stanford took that one and off the back of the leg where the shin pad isn't.
The one spot where there's no protection, he's feeling that one too.
Yeah.
He's young, he can shake that off.
Oh, yeah.
Where guys our vintage may not be able to shake that off as well.
He'll be taking a picture of that bruise later.
Yeah, yeah. Unfair drop.
Left winger for the Warriors, right winger for the Spartans, encroached on the face-off a little too close, so the
Yep.
far official. And he can't be that person, he's the encroacher.
Yeah.
Warriors get that face-off, tried to chip it in. Getting it is Moore. Moore with a quick shot, nice save by Perrin. Back to the point, held in momentarily by Patterson. He gets it the second time. That goes off of a body and into the Spartans' bench with 6:59 to go in period number 1.
No one is taking control yet. Pretty, not even sure what I expected. I expected that it would be a lot more physical. I figured it would be a lot more back and forth. It's been kind of a lot of neutral zone play.
Both teams trying to establish their offense.
Yep.
Both teams tightening up in their own end to play some good team defense when the other team gets into their defensive end. Breaking in now, there's a short side, trying to go upstairs by the ear hole of the goaltender.
No one wants to make that first mistake.
Coming back now is McPherson. That shot, nice save. McPherson gathers rebound, passes in front. There's a shot. Goal! Number 18, Caden Moore, breaks the ice with 6:34 to go in period number 1, giving the West Hants Warriors a 1-0 lead.
Huge goal, huge first one. And it was just, you got the rebound here. There's the first one. And then dumps it in front. Back to the slot area, and bang, it's in.
Perrin got turned around trying to go laterally.
Yeah,
he spun himself out of position.
He was badly out of position. Just one of those unlucky plays.
Breaking back the other way is Corkum. He leaves that pass for Dykins, who shoots high. Banks reverses it. Trying to fire it out. It's going to be stopped at the point by Patterson. There's a shot that sails wide. Back on the other side, Chasson has it. Chasson misfires on that wrister from the point. Spartans fire it in. Getting there first is Coleman King. Nope, check that. That was Acker. Warriors are going to get that out. Banks is going to fire it back in. Right on net. Easily handled by Meaden. Saucer pass. Nicely. Nice lead pass over to Moore. Moore coming on the near side. There's a quick wrist shot. Glove saved by Meaden. Sorry, Perrin. Getting my goalies mixed up. By Perrin, who gathers it in and controls the rebound.
Yeah. Fresh legs every shift, which is, again, I know I keep going back to it, but when you've just played, you've got to keep those fresh legs and not be out there 2 or 3 minutes at a time if you can help it.
And normally no real reason, especially in periods 1 and 3 where you don't have that long shift.
Exactly.
Or that long change, I mean. Got a penalty. I guess it's going to be against the Spartans. There they are touching the puck. What are we going to get?
I'm not sure what happened here.
They pulled him down. Not sure if it's... head contact.
Yep.
Very prevalent call at this age group.
Oh, for sure.
And there it is.
Oh, yeah. Took his
Called it a
helmet right
cross
off.
check. That's going to be 4.
Oh, no doubt about it.
And that's number 82, Reagan Ward, going in the box. And as guessed, 4 minutes for head contact. Great opportunity in the last third of period number 1 for West Hants to take a good early control in this championship game.
Exactly. Chance here to make them pay.
Cross ice pass to Brown. Brown throws it towards the middle. That goes off the stick of Corkum. They reset back to Smiley. Smiley goes cross ice, and it's picked off and thrown down the ice nicely by number 64, Denham. Breaking out of his own end now is Smiley. Smiley gains the blue line, loses control. Getting it the other way is Coleman King. Lots of room. Finds the shooting lane to get it down the ice. And the Warriors will restart from their own end. Smiley again going up the far side. That pass into the skates.
We're getting a little physical over there on that side of the
3
wall.
on 1, but coming back the other way. Great forechecking work there by number 64, Denhan.
Exactly.
Breaking out slowly out of his own end is Brown. He gets taken down. I look at both referees, no arms.
Same thing as I did. I thought there might have been a little bit of a knee there. Maybe not.
Stanford with a shot, goes off of a leg, well defended by Saunders. Saunders has the puck. Avoids one forechecker. He's going to draw a penalty. And as the Warriors touch the puck for 2 minutes, we're going to have 4-on-4 hockey as there's 2:45 to go. And the head contact penalty to Ward.
Didn't do yourselves any favors there.
Tripping penalty on 91, Noah Rayfuse. Sorry, Brian.
No problem. I didn't do myself any favors on this penalty. You're 200 feet from your own net. Bad penalty to take, especially when you're on the power play. Now you're going, it's going to be a 45-second power play at the end, but still not a good penalty to take.
But until then, we've got some open ice with 4-on-4
Exactly.
hockey.
Exactly. This is when the high-skill players excel.
Fowler chips it in. Going behind the net is going to be Phillips. He doesn't get there in time. Good work by the Spartans to gather the puck. That pass intercepted, though. Regaining control. Pass up off of a stick. Saunders again with it. That's going to go all the way around. Fowler's going to stop it at the point. He goes cross ice, and it's picked off. Both teams trying to find the bouncing puck. Spartans will gather it at the top of the circle. That pass misfires, but backing off allows Saunders to get it. Tries to chip it in deep, gets back to the point. Good work there by Fowler to come in. There's a shot. Blocker saved, but I don't think Meaden knew where that went after it hit his blocker.
He lost sight of it totally.
Coming back the other way. Losing an edge. Spartans come away with it. Oh, he gave the puck up, thinking it was going to be a quick shot, but it didn't happen. Banks along the far side. Avoids one check. Back behind the net. Passes up to Saunders. Saunders with the shot. Good stick in there by 87. Don't have him either.
Lake again.
Wait a minute. So are there two Lakes? There's a J Lake, so
There are two lakes.
Oh, Brian, you're
Ashton
messing me
Lake.
up, buddy. All right,
Lake is
we will fix that again. I'll add a player and
Yes.
put 87 back where he belongs. Good play by Lake. I took Ashton out in favor of his brother Jay, only to have both of them there.
Both of them are in the lineup.
Coming back now, we've got the Spartans. That's Bishop. He takes a shot, and that goes high into the mesh. I'll let you talk while I
All right.
put Ashton back on my scorecard.
Looking to me like we're going to have these penalties killed off fairly quickly. 55 seconds left to go in the Western Valley one. Let's see what goes on now off the face-off for sure.
There we go. I'm fixed.
You're fixed.
Let's see what happens next. Penalty over. Now it's a power play opportunity, but on the shorthanded attempt, Spartan picked that off as it looked like Moore was carrying some good speed. He is able to get it in deep. That's going to get up to Smiley at the point. He misses it, leaves it for Moore. Moore carries it in deep. It's the Warriors with the power play now. There's a shot off of a body. And the Warriors are just going to bang that one back in. And that's going to kill off some more time. Annis behind his own net. He's going to wait to be chased. That one skips over the top of the stick of Acker, but the Spartans get it down anyway. Stanford carries some good speed through the middle. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Good work by Stanford. There's a shot. Hugging that post is Sean Perrin and squeezing the puck in for a whistle.
Great end-to-end rush there. It looked like to me he was going to sneak that through. That was just a matter of inches. And they're getting the goaltender up against the post where he should be, which is either your best friend or your enemy.
1:18 left in period number one. Face off to the left of Perrin. Warriors control it. Slide it in deep, looking for Corkum. Getting there first, though, is Ward. Denhan chips it forward and chase it into the corner. Good speed by Denhan. Passes it in front. Oh, skips over top of the stick of number 42, Young. Both teams throwing some muscle around in the neutral zone before Dykins finds it and throws the puck in deep. Saunders tries to chip it forward. Good work along the boards by Dykins. Dykins with a shot. Ooh, that one just sails over.
Everybody lost sight of that one.
Back in the corner, sharp angle shot. It's going to rip around the boards. Held in nicely, though, by Phillips. Behind his own net is Ward. Trying to spin away from the check. Good forechecking in there by Corkum. Warriors come away with it. Opportunity with 11 seconds. Trying to get that second goal. Pass in front to the point. Shot off of a leg. Just sails wide. Pass in front again. Knocked back behind the net. 2 seconds. One last good check in the corner. And our first period ends with the West Hants Warriors taking a 1-0 lead over the Western Valley Spartans, outshooting them 11-6. And thoughts on the period, Brian?
Definitely West Hants had most of the play into the Western Valley zone. Really moving the puck very well. Killed off a couple of penalties. Western Valley did a long one with the headshot. Of course, it was shortened by the West Hants penalty. But so far, as far as time in the offensive zone, it's definitely been West Hants.
Yeah, they didn't do much on that power play, did they?
No, no.
The beginning or the ending of it, like minus the 2-minute 4-on-4.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of. It was just kind of like both teams were happy to dump the puck out, and
I really thought when there was some 4-on-4 hockey that we might see some more skating, some more like,
Yeah.
because there's a lot more ice on 4-on-4, and
Exactly.
it didn't happen really.
and I really do believe that you can see the fatigue level, and you're going to see it
On
more
both
and more.
teams.
Yeah, as we go along.
And this is the period where I think you really have to be concerned about that.
Exactly.
Because you can get, especially, and if things go the way they did in period number 1, if the Warriors can pinch the Western Valley Spartans into their end a little bit, they can truly get stuck, because that long change can be devastating for keeping your players on the ice way longer than you want.
Oh, for sure. You have to pay attention on your bench. You have to pay attention to who's coming and who's going, and make sure that you're taking the player you should take.
So the Warriors are going to be going from left to right, and the Spartans from right to left on your screen. That's Moore back in his own end, zigzagging, zipping it up around the boards for Rayfuse. Rayfuse comes back, goes to the far side, nice rink-wide pass, going to the middle, picked up nicely by Moore. Moore comes in, and he's hooked away from the puck and can't get the shot away.
It was a good none call, I believe. It was a good defensive play.
Warriors breaking back in again. That's Moore one more time. There's a quick wrist shot. Blocker save on the other side. Once again, gets the pad down to kick that one away is Perrin. Up high on the glass. Warriors can't hold that one in as the bouncing puck skips over Phillips' stick. Phillips reverses it, gets it right back in. That shot goes off of a stick. Another quick shot from the point, and that's an easy glove save by Perrin.
First couple minutes, again, all West Hants in the zone. Not a lot of opportunities for Western Valley so far.
Well, unlike the U11 final that we had, where every parent has to be here, this one just has a select few.
Yeah, it's a pretty slim crowd. But you know what? Even at this level, winning is winning. You know what? It's important to everybody.
Oh, big time. Chasson keeps that in. Warriors come away with it. Pass towards the goaltender, and he paddles that one into the corner. That's a good reaction save there by Perrin. Spartans get it out of their own end, but can only get to center ice. Coming back the other way is Dykins again. Dykins up to Blake. Yes, he's back in the game, folks. Back in the game and on my sheet.
On your sheet this time. And is it the right Lake you were calling?
It is.
Okay.
Thank you for asking. Patterson walks the line. There's a nice shot. That one sails along and out. You get those sharp angle shots. If you miss the net, Brian, what happens?
200 feet to go back with the other puck.
There you go, buddy.
Just shoot it at the net for sure, but hitting the net is a lot better.
Warriors find that puck, get it out. That jumps over his stick. That's going to be an opportunity for Moore if he can chase it down in time. Moore has a player in front, takes a shot. That might have gone off the mask or the throat protector of goaltender Perrin as Moore was trying to go upstairs as Perrin went down. Ward breaking back the other way, backhander, steered aside nicely by Meaden. Back in the corner. Warriors going to pick that up, pinched off of the puck, and picking it up in center ice area, Saunders. Saunders up to Hamilton. Hamilton can't control it. Saunders backs him up, chips it forward. Warriors get the puck out. Spartans throw it back in. Back in their own end, Patterson takes his time, has some room. Spartans get messed up with themselves. Pass out in front. Beautiful stick by number 87, Jonah Banks, breaking that play up.
Saved a huge scoring opportunity there.
Warriors get it back in deep, back to the point. That's going to be Banks again. He'll go cross ice. That pass just a little behind Acker. He'll have to back up to get it before he fires it in. Goaltender playing that puck. Didn't quite see it hit the heel of his stick and went right out front.
That could have been disastrous.
Once again, carrying good speed to Stanford. Pass in front, just in front of Corkum. Back to the point, held in nicely by Brown. 2-on-1 opportunity now for the Spartans. Carrying it in is Fowler. getting back into the play nicely, were the Warriors, though, taking that 2-on-1 away and making it a 2-on-2. Back to the point. Jay Lake, the other one, comes in, makes a nice move. Nice lead pass up to Corkum. Corkum's got some room. Shot! Nice glove save by Perrin.
A lot of odd rushes going both ways.
The more opportunities.
Exactly, exactly. The game is starting to open up a little bit more back and forth. For a while, Hants was just dumping, or Western Valley's just been dumping it in. But a lot of 2-on-1 and odd numbers for West Hants.
14-7 shots on net, 11:03 to go in the second period. Our score remains the West Hants Warriors 1 and the Western Valley Spartans no score. Brown back in his own end. He'll reverse it. Nice forechecking in there by Denhan. Forces the play in the corner. Moore gets it up. Cross ice pass. Nice to Dykens. Dykens gains some speed, being chased from behind. Tries to get the snapshot away. Can't. Good work at the point, though, to keep it in, if only briefly. Coleman King has some room on the far side. Slips it over. Redirect attempt. Skips over the stick. Aboard. Both teams fighting for it behind. Warriors come away with it, sliding it up to Lake. Lake, nice move up to Dykens. Dykens, though, double teamed and loses the puck.
Sooner or later, one of these 2-on-1s is going to click for a goal. You can almost feel it. They're just missing by inches every time, both teams.
Ward takes his time getting out of his own end, and that allows the Warriors to make full changes. They keep it in. Slice that. That pass was intercepted nicely there by Corkum, but couldn't get a real hard shot. Back along the wall, Corkum muscles it there. Spartans having some issues getting out of their own end, finally do. Breaking out nicely there is Denhan. Denhan will get it in deep and make a change. Back along to Bishop. Fired back in deep by the D. Once again, it's going to get back to the point. There's a slap shot. That was about 3 feet wide. Coming back the other way. And Jackson fires it in.
That went off. Oh, maybe it didn't. I thought it went off of a player.
So 9:05 to go in period number 2. The game slowed down a little bit as we've had no rest really between period 1 and 2. So we're kind of expecting this kind of lull. And is what team's going to have that player that has that jump, Ryan? I think it's going to create opportunity.
Exactly. I suspected this period would be a little slower. And then someone's going to break one sooner or later.
There's a shot off of a leg and wide. Back the other way, back to the point. Skip forward nicely to Hamilton. Hamilton cuts towards the middle, but that's broken up from behind. Warriors break out of their own end. Nice chip and chase there by Moore. Moore tries to go to the middle. There, takes a shot. Kick save. Perrin. Caught from behind. This time it's Keddy. Spartans have it one more time. Ennis. Lead pass. Once again, some neutral zone play. Lots of heads on swivels here, trying to make sure you don't get a check that you're not expecting. This time it's a good play at the blue line, but breaking it back in now is Young. Young chips it in deep. Patterson behind his own net. He reverses it. He's going to chase it down himself. Good pinch in there by Ennis, keeping the puck in for the Spartans. Once again, sloppy play, but the Spartans are going to come away with it. There's a shot off of a stick, and that shot was by Brody Young. And it goes up into the mesh for another whistle with a little under 8 minutes to go.
A lot of sloppy play in both zones. It's been a little sloppy one way, a little sloppy the other way. No one is really taking charge, even with the shots on goal being the difference they are. Not a huge difference, but
not a lot of shots for this time in the game.
Exactly.
Face-off control, quick one-timer. Not everything on that one by Jonah Banks. That one he was hoping to get that quick one-timer and kind of find the far side, but kind of rolled off the heel of his stick.
Yeah.
One more opportunity, gets that one into the corner. Chasson. 4 players fighting for it. Spartans come away. Good move to get away from the forecheck. Cross ice pass. Shot from the point. That one's going to sail wide. Back on the other side. Fired in deep. Good work in the corner by Fowler. Tries to get the pass out. Warriors come away with it, but can't get it out. Probably the most sustained pressure in the Warrior zone that we've seen the Spartans have in this game.
That's what I was just about to say. That's the most offensive ice time, offensive zone time, and that took a weird bounce. That West Hants has had, or the Spartans have had, sorry.
Spartans looking for a bit of puck luck there, and they had some, but they weren't at the front of the net to get it. Pass back. There's a shot off the stick, up into the girders for another whistle with 7:09 to go.
So pretty back and forth, both of these teams. I think the ice is kind of starting to tilt a little bit the other way.
And the ice certainly gets a little choppier at this time,
Exactly.
especially with this age group.
Exactly. You know, guys are out there and you're going hard.
They hack it up a little more. They have a little more weight.
Exactly.
Pays off on the near side in the Warriors zone. Slides over to the far side. Saunders gets it, fires it in deep. Brown picks it up for the Warriors. Can't get that one by the winger. Pass back to the point. Just stays in. Off of the centerman, but the Warriors are going to get it. That lead pass goes off down the ice, and it's going to be no icing as the linesman figures that that Ward could have tried a little harder to get to that puck.
I believe he could have.
Brown being chased down from behind by Bishop. Makes a nice move. Bishop gets some support, though, by Coleman King. Coleman King behind the net. Got to go back to the point. There's a wrist shot. Just goes wide. Comes back the other way looking for Ward. Ward with a hard slap shot. Just goes off the body and wide. Once again coming back. Warriors get through. They'll chip it out. Getting there first should be Ward. Warriors making some changes. Ward still making a nice play to go forward. He's going to leave that one there for Bishop. Bishop slides it over to Coleman King. Coleman King going on the far side. Tries to slide one through the short side. And it's another nice save, this time by Meaden.
That's going to be an icing.
Best stretch of hockey that the Spartans have had in this game, Brian.
No doubt about it. The first period, it was all West Hants. This period, it's all Western Valley. So far, they've kept the puck in the whole time. The only time it's come out, it's been on an icing. And that's just to get fresh legs out there if you're West Hants. And then the puck dropped unfairly.
Now, I'm going to bring this up because it's happening more to the Warriors. That shorter turnaround, less than an hour, I think it might be affecting them a little more than it is the Spartans.
I think so. I think it's starting to affect their legs. And I know these are still young guys, but still, fatigue, and if you're going hard, and everybody wants to win the championship, but you can see it, the fatigue starting to set in, I believe.
Bouncy puck. Lots of players slapping at it. Finally, the Spartans throw it in deep. Meaden stops it behind his own net for his D. Up along the boards for Lake. Lake's going to get the return pass and makes a nice quick pass up to, well, Lake. Lake to Lake.
Lake to Lake.
Pass across. Good opportunity. Nice save by Perrin. Back to the point. Their shot goes off a body. Redirect. Just goes wide. Back in the corner. Nice pushback shift here by the Warriors. Dykens tries to get the puck back in. Coming back, though, is Young. Can't get too far. Chip forward again. Skating hard forward, chipping it towards the middle. Beautiful move coming in. There's a shot. Save! And that was Caden Moore with a great effort to chip the puck to himself and create a great scoring opportunity. Both teams looking for the puck as it bounces up to the point. There's a shot. Redirected wide. Back into the corner. Ketty can't get it out. Has the puck again. This is going to get to the blue line. Not quite out. One more time. This time it's Saunders with a nice pass just behind Ketty.
Definitely the best shift of the period for West Hants right there.
Good pushback shift after being hemmed in their zone for about 5 minutes.
Exactly. And created a scoring opportunity. Actually, 2 scoring opportunities. A 2-on-1, which turned out to be kind of a 2-on-0 because he went by the defender. And shots on goal, 18-11 hasn't really seemed like that because it's been all in the West End zone this period, basically.
Both these teams, I think, playing their third game of the day.
Yeah,
and
again,
that wears on you as well,
for
regardless of turnaround.
For sure.
Spartans chip it out. Warriors bring it right back in. Little linesman trouble. 3 players fighting for it. Referee's going to want them to play, but he also going to let it sit there forever. Puck is free. Spartans finally get it.
Good work on the wall.
Hudson, hard off the boards, gets it out. Smiley throws it back in. Press size pass. Chipped high, but not, oh, it shouldn't have been out. Coming back nicely, though, is Banks. Banks slips it forward. Good opportunity for the Spartan shot, just wide. And the goal! Number 87, Jonah Banks. After that shot by Saunders went wide, the Spartans dug it out, passed it right back out in front to tie the game with 3:14 to go.
That was a nice assist. He just threw it back to the net, and the player coming in it looked like it was the second shot that beat him. I'm not sure. Let's see here.
There's shot number 1 that goes wide.
Yeah. And the puck comes back
Pass
out.
in front.
Oh, no, it was just
No,
one.
just a one-timer.
Yep. That's a big goal.
Yep, big goal with 3:14, all tied up at 1 apiece. And we've seen a couple opportunities earlier in the game. Well, let's get back to play here, and then I'll get back to that point. Good move by Patterson. He's got some room. The shot off of a stake and wide. Patterson taken off of his feet with a nice open ice check. Back to the point. Held in nicely at the point by the Warriors. Chipping it forward. That's Bishop again. Bishop goes cross ice. It's going to be picked off by Jay Lake and fired back in. Bit of a misfire on that clearing attempt. That's going to allow the Warriors to get right back in. Denhan behind his own net. He'll go hard off the boards, and he'll clear the zone. Cross ice, D to Patterson. Patterson picks it up, chips it in. Under 2.5 minutes to go in the second period. Hudson, lead pass on the near side, and up with the Bishop. Bishop goes cross ice, picked off nicely by Brown. That clearing attempt goes off his own player. Bishop's going to get it again. He'll fire it towards the net. And Bishop, good work in there for checking. But the Warriors are going to get it. Off the board. Back in. Certainly losing a step big time are the Warriors. That they good pushback shift. But boy, oh boy, they look dead on their feet. 1 minute and 47 seconds can't come quick enough.
No, and the period has definitely been all Western Valley. The play is slow. Both teams, it's just kind of like there's not a lot of jump. But that goal definitely sparked Western Valley, and it was well-deserved because they have had the bulk of the play offensively this period. They haven't put a lot of pucks on the net, but we're even with 1 minute and 41 to go. And
NC Media doesn't stream as many minor hockey games, so if you're watching high school, if you're watching the Mariners, first we're going to do this. Dykins comes in, tries to get it slapped away by Perrin as he gets the stick out there. And so what I was going to say is they were allowed to change after the icing.
Yes.
So on minor hockey rule, you're not penalized for making the icing as you are in high school hockey or the Junior A Mariners or NHL.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, why not? You know, just get it down the ice whenever you feel like it.
Especially with a long change. And there's a lot of more stick work going on now, I've noticed, too. Guys like
reaching.
A lot of reaching, exactly.
When you're not skating, you're reaching.
You have to reach, exactly. And that's how you end up getting penalties.
Smiley almost loses control, gets it to the far side. Under 1 minute to go. Both teams fighting for it. Goes back and forth. Into the zone, out of the zone. Smiley once again. 36 seconds. Rolling puck. Gets it over to Stanford. Stanford makes a nice move to stop. Slides it in front. But picking it off nicely is Hamilton. Back in their own end, behind the net. 21 seconds. Pinching in nicely from the far side is Brown. Gets it down deep to McPherson. McPherson tries to pass it in front. That one skips over a stick. Keddy makes a nice move to get away from one. 6 seconds. There's the helmet off. You have to get off the ice as soon as that happens.
Exactly.
Now, how did the helmet get off? I
didn't
was looking down here.
I didn't see that, how the helmet came off either.
Because it seemed well away from the play, so
Yeah.
whatever entanglement happened, I missed.
I did too. I had no idea how that come off. I don't know if we get a replay of it. Probably not, because it wasn't part of the play.
And right now, Cooper Ennis talking to the referee, probably asking that very same question.
Yeah.
My helmet wouldn't naturally come off of my head quite that easily.
You're not skating fast enough for your helmet to come off.
All right, our score after 2 complete. The Western Valley Spartans won, the West Hants Warriors won. We're going to take a break while the Zamboni puts a fresh ice on for us. On behalf of everyone behind the scenes at MC Media, we'd like to thank you for joining our streaming coverage of the Mariners Classic Christmas minor hockey tournament. This the U18A championship game and the last game of the entire tournament. So we're going to take a break right now. We'll be back for the start of the third period. We'd like to thank you for joining our streaming coverage. Welcome back, hockey fans, to MC Media's continuing streaming coverage of the Mariners Classic Minor Hockey Tournament. This is our U18A final between the West Hants Warriors and the Western Valley Spartans. After two complete, we have a 1-1 tie. And Brian, some thoughts on before we get going here on the first two periods?
Totally different periods. West Hants was in charge in the first, and Western Valley in the second. And I'm going to go out on a limb here and say next goal wins this.
There you go.
That's my
You
prediction.
said it early, so you know what I mean? There's no backing away from it now.
No.
Brown keeps it in. That's redirected wide. Back the other way. That's a nice play by Annis to avoid the check and avoid the first forechecker. He had the, he's going to get a slash. He's going to draw a slashing penalty. He's in the mid stick handle and from behind. All of a sudden, the stick was out of his hands.
And this is a big penalty early, big power play opportunity early.
Number 18, Caden Moore in the box. 2 minutes for slashing for the Warriors. Kind of a lazy penalty. We said it in the other period. We saw they were getting tired. When your feet don't move, you reach.
You reach out or you're slashing and hacking. And now let's see what happens. You have to pay for it or not.
Perrin drops that off for Ward. Ward rips it around the boards. Banks reverses it. He'll get it again. Rink wide pass off of the stick of Ward. Gets it towards the middle. There's good work this time by Banks. Banks tries to go between the legs, can't, and that's going to be cleared down the ice by the Warriors. Certainly not the type of penalty you want to take early in this period.
No, for sure. A lazy penalty, I call that. Just because, again, we keep saying it, and it's true. But fatigue.
Fowler comes in. There's a shot. Nice pad save, and they crash into the goaltender. And hopefully everyone's going to be okay, and we'll see whether or not some extra stuff happens as a result of that.
Did the defenseman take him into the goaltender, or was he going hard? And
Quick, good snapshot by Fowler and a great kick save by Meaden. And let's watch, because I'm curious too. So here's the first shot.
Yeah, the defender ran into him.
Yeah.
I've always been not a fan of guys going toward their own goaltender like that, not riding the guy into the corner instead of going right at your own net.
We were having a conversation at home the other day, and it was about the old days of hockey when the posts were in.
Oh, yeah.
And how you literally, it was very dangerous to rush the net.
Exactly. You paid for that. Yeah.
If you got jammed into that post, it wasn't moving.
No. Now, of course, they're moving the slightest little thing.
And then we see a lot of times with the goaltenders where they push off.
Exactly.
And all of a sudden they'll push the post off, and once that happens, coming in now the Spartans, pass in front, back to the point, good opportunity, shot, pad save. Back to the point, that one goes off a skate. Held in nicely though. Spartans get it in deep. Nice move into the middle, shot. Glove saved by Meaden. Good work there by 87 Banks, Corey.
I was about to say the same thing. That was a good shift offensively and defensively. Took the pressure off there a little bit. Some big saves. But I still think we're going to end. I'd like to say it's going to be a beautiful goal that wins this, but I don't know. I don't.
We can always hope.
I don't want to go that far.
Face off on the far side, controlled by the Warriors momentarily, and they do clear the zone. Westervelt. He'll go up the near side nicely to Bishop. Bishop through the middle. That goes off of a skate. Looking for the return pass, but Patterson picks that off and fires it down the ice for the Warriors. Spartans will regroup with only 3 seconds. That's going to effectively kill the penalty off.
No damage done.
Denhan makes some nice moves through the middle. Unable to hold that skate is Ryan Bishop on the near side for the offside.
He knew it. He threw his head up in the air.
His leg needed to grow another foot.
Yeah. A Gumby leg or something.
Go Gadget.
Yes.
12:22 to go in the game. Spartans clear that in. Patterson, cross ice. Chipped up forward by Chasson. Patterson's going to gather that again. Goes on the near side. There's a nice cross ice pass to Stanford, but he loses it and loses the glove. Knocked down with a high stick.
Checked him right out of his glove. So far, there's not a lot of back and forth this period.
Shots on net getting closer, Brian.
Exactly. I suspected this would be the period that you leave everything on the ice. You've got 12 minutes now to win this, and hopefully you don't have to go to the overtime.
We've seen a lot of sloppy play, a lot of neutral zone play or follow the bouncing puck play, and we were kind of hopeful that after the break we'd see a little more, good hockey plays instead of just bouncing plays.
Both teams are tired, but this is the time you have to kind of just suck that up. And
Stanford, nice lead pass on the far side, looking for the return pass, a redirect, defended well by Ward. Back in the corner, there's a shot that sails wide. Coming back the other way, nice pass up through the middle, just out of reach of Young. Chasson up along the boards, chipped forward again by the Warriors, chipped again, held in nicely though by Ward. He'll throw it in deep. Looking for Keddy down along the other side. It actually comes all the way down. That's going to allow Moore to skate after it, but getting there first is going to be Ward to break the play up. Controlling it back at center ice and bringing it in is Brown. Called his name a lot in period number one, not so much since then.
he didn't have quite the jump in period number 2. He seems to have a little more this period, though.
Back down deep. Ward rings it around the board. Smiley's going to hold that in. Now it's Hudson. Hudson reverses it. Nice lead pass to Acker. Acker clears the zone. There'll be no icing as that went off the player. Ripped around the boards to Lake. Nice lead pass towards the middle for McKenzie. But the Spartans once again in their own end. As we go blue line to blue line. Back and forth we go like a pinball.
Like I was going to say, like a ping pong match.
Banks has it. There's a shot. Nice glove save by Meaden.
Well, the shots have gotten considerably closer. This period's a little hard to read right now. No one has really taken control like I figured they would.
That early jump we were expecting lasted 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Face-off scrum, waiting for who's going to get control. It's the Spartans. Pass back to the point. That was nice. Wrist shot off of a leg, cleared aside. Good work by Dykins to get it out, but it doesn't go too far. Phillips is going to try again for the Warriors. Phillips to Patterson. Patterson off the boards, down the ice, and they're saying Annis could have played that till the linesman waves that one off quickly. Annis spins away nicely from the forecheck. Moves on the far side. Breakout play, and that's going to be offside. Well, it should have been offside.
No, I'm not sure that he touched up, but I thought he was offside.
Yeah, he was.
I thought so too.
Anyways, once again, no harm. Doesn't matter.
No harm, no foul.
That's right. Patterson back behind his own net will reset for the Warriors with 9:13 to go in the third period. Chase from one side, escapes through the other. Comes up through the middle, has some room. He'll throw it in deep and chase after it. Good opportunity, but the goaltender's going to get that one off the backboards and cover it up for a face-off with 9:02.
It's almost like both teams are playing not to lose, and no one wants to make that huge mistake and cost their team a goal. But sooner or later, you have to start pushing. Both teams do, actually, and take a few chances. Maybe a little early to take chances, but I would.
Face off on the far side to the left of Perrin. Control shot just wide. Great opportunity off the face-off with a one-timer. But it just sailed wide. Back in the corner now to McPherson. McPherson tries to go back to the point. Finally gets it out to Phillips. Phillips with a shot. It goes off a skate. Chip forward, just out of reach, and it's going to get all the way down to the goaltender, who is likely going to cover it up. I called it.
You did. That's that goaltender experience. I was going to say old goaltender, but that's
Well, no, especially old goaltender, because for me, it's always covered up. 'Cause
Yeah,
I do not trust myself playing the puck.
slow the pace down.
That's right. I want my defense closer to me.
Exactly.
Patterson up along the boards, trying to jam it out. Can't. Goes right back behind the net. Getting there is going to be Bishop for the Spartans. He tries to cycle it down low. Warriors are going to get there first. Once again, no real pressure or no jump. No physicality in the forecheck. It's kind of a slow game.
It is. It is. The pace is slowed.
This is like this is game 3 with minimal rest between your last game and this game, and we're seeing the effects of it.
Yeah.
It's which team can actually has something left in the tank. Skating hard down is Denhan. Denhan with the shot, just sails wide. Back to the point. Nice glove save. Oh, he doesn't control it though, but the Warriors clear the zone, down the ice, and that one's on edge, so it's going to make it all the way down.
That was a golden opportunity right there. Oh, so I checked it ahead. I missed that one too.
He did, behind the scenes. While the icing was going, we've got a lift of a stick, I think, that gets ahead. So it's only
only a
2 minutes. And it's 64 Denhan going. If we can get a shot of that, if you can find that, guys, it'd be nice to see what actually happened there. So it's number 64, Maddox Denhan, that actually got the head contact. And the referee was making it like maybe he was trying to lift a stick and missed.
Yeah, maybe.
As a guess.
That's exactly what I would guess too.
Lake passes it in front, and it's going to be picked off by Fowler.
It's a big opportunity here for West Hants.
Spartans find the puck and clear the zone. Midway through this third period, you're right, Brian. This is you can't ask for a better opportunity than try to establish some offensive presence and get a good shot away. Good forechecking though by Banks. Banks has it. He's just going to bring it out and kill some time. Goes off the boards. Doesn't get it too far. Skating in hard's Moore. Moore's going to chase down Saunders. Saunders uses his body to get away from the check, but can't get it out. Right in front, there's a shot. Beautiful shot.
What a play.
And I think that Perrin might got a piece of that.
I believe it. I thought, here we go. This is the goal that's going to win it. That's the most offensive we've seen so far in this power play right there. And it was a good play by the forward to circle back around, keep the puck in. It looked like a broken play, but it turned out into a scoring opportunity.
Here's a replay.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can see if he made a save. No, I think that might have just gone over.
Yeah, I think he tipped. I think the other forward tipped it over.
Brown has it. Wrist shot. Off the shaft of the stick. It was going wide anyway.
Yeah.
Back to the point. Held in nicely back to Brown. Beautiful play. Brown's got some room. Makes a move to get around Bishop. Pass in front. Picked off nicely and cleared outside the zone by the Spartans. Meaden leaves it for Dykins. Dykins comes on the near side. Little misfires on that pass, but similarly, Saunders misfires on the first clearing attempt. Phillips back in his own zone. He'll go D to Brown. As he slowly makes his way into the blue line. Pass in front, off of a skate. Spartans find it. Can they clear it? Nope. Second attempt, lots of room.
Guys are falling. Looks like there's something wrong with either Brown's leg or he's in a cramp or a skate as he goes off. I'd say he pulled something.
Yeah, he might have. All right, penalty over, back to 5-on-5. Patterson makes it in. There's a shot. Oh, nice, quick, hard shot. And Perrin gets a little piece of it, and he goes up into the mesh. Patterson with a really nice snapshot there.
No one seems to be giving him any attention on the bench. Well, maybe a cramp, which would not surprise me at this point in the game. Oh, he's back up on the bench and down, so I think he just cramped up. And we're almost down to almost down to 5 minutes and no goals.
Face off on the near side, won by the Warriors. There's the shot, just sails wide. McPherson, another hard shot. Got to hit the net.
Yeah, exactly.
Chipped in. Moore looking to pass, gets it back to the point. Chasson throws that one towards. Kick saved by Perrin. Pass in front. Oh, that one just slides by Stanford. That lead pass just goes off of a stick. Spartan's able to get it now. Coming in is Fowler. Fowler makes a move. He's double teamed. Good back check there by Patterson to come break that play up. Lead pass up through the middle to Moore. Moore's got some room, gains the blue line. Back pass to McPherson. McPherson has a nice shot, but Perrin gets that down into that butterfly and smothers the puck.
I believe, I'm not certain about this, that Brown's blade might have come off. I was just listening to a parent,
Oh, okay.
and it sounded like he was saying the blade had come off and the blade was still on the ice. But I don't see a blade on the ice.
Well, I think he would have been more than that with the blade off, but the blade could have come loose.
I would have think, yeah.
Yeah, maybe not off, but loose.
Because he came off, but he's setting back up on the bench, so he's not injured. Actually, he's standing back up there, so.
Chasson tries to get it in deep, still pinches in, gets the second one down, looking to try to get to Lake. Lake can't beat Perrin to the puck, and Perrin will cover it up again. 4 minutes and 39 seconds. Brian, we're getting close to that point in the game where we need to talk about what happens if this goes into overtime.
Exactly. We go to a 3-on-3 overtime for 5 minutes. And then the
Jackson Chasson with a wrist shot from just inside the blue line, goes through a maze of legs, in right off of the post. There is no way that Sean Perrin saw a little bit of that.
I was just about to say that. There was no way he saw that. That, if my prediction's right, was the game winner. But I'm not often right. So.
But the Spartans want to have their say.
Exactly.
That's chipped forward. That's going to be offside.
Here's the goal. Yeah, he didn't react until it got by him.
Went down in the butterfly saying, please hit me.
Yeah.
And it goes off the post and in. So a beautiful shot through a
It
crowd.
was. And like I said, when I watched him react on the replay, I was like, yeah, he did not see that at all.
Warriors have it. Chipped it forward on the near side to Lake. Lake goes cross ice, just out of reach of brother Ashton Lake. Spartans are going to need to do more here in the last 4 minutes. They had a good spell in the second period, and they're going to need some offensive pressure. And now the question is, who on the Spartans has something left in the tank to actually push through and make an offensive play? Get some pressure down in, be it forechecking pressure, Brian, be it making that nice pass, any of the things that the Spartans have to do to try to tie this up in the last 4 minutes.
Someone has to take the team on their shoulders right now. And who's going to step up and do it? There's a lot of players that could. But it's just going to be, you're going to get that lucky bounce. You have to throw everything at the net now. No doubt about it.
Warriors gain control at the center ice and dump it in deep. Ward behind his own net has the puck. Tries to go up the near side. It's going to be held in, but just for a little while. That's going to be an icing. No, it's not going to be an icing. I guess it must have deflected off of a Warrior player.
Yeah, I believe it did.
Picking it up with the Spartans. Pass to the point, and unable to control that pass was Ward. Brown back behind his net. Makes a nice move to get around. Goes up the far side to Moore. Moore chips it forward to Sanford. Sanford gets it in deep, exactly what they're looking, as the Warriors peel back to make changes, 4 to 5 of them.
You want to keep your fresh legs now the last 3 minutes. Keep your shift short.
Once again, good work by Patterson. I think I would have been better suited to chip that forward from his defensive end. Fowler comes back the other way. There's a wrist shot that just goes wide. Back on the other side is Banks. Banks throws it into the corner. There first is Phillips. Phillips looking, goes back. In no hurry if he's not going to be pressured. Good pinch at the point, but the Warriors find it and throw it down the ice.
We're going to have an icing.
At what point do you think the Spartans might take a timeout to rest some of their players for who they want on the ice?
I would say maybe another 30 seconds if you can get to that.
Here's the thing, right? In hockey, you never know when you're going to get the next break.
Exactly. If you can get inside the 2 minutes and then get your break, get your timeout, then you take it. You're going to keep it.
And then, of course, the other thing we need to keep, and obviously too early now, but the other thing we have to keep track of is the goaltender.
Exactly.
Warriors get it to the point. Denhan keeps it in. That shot goes wide. Slapped away into the corner by the Warriors, but the Spartans have it. Man in front, not there. Stick save. Back on the other side, another save. That one goes off the pad and wide.
Some pushback here by Hants, or by Western Valley.
Back behind the net. Some of the Warriors fans looking for a slashing call as the stick was knocked out of his hands. Coming in, pass in front, one-timer score! Oh.
That's a big goal. Well,
and I believe it's number 70, Coleman King, tying that up. Yes, it is, as he's number 1. Well, the next goal didn't win, but that doesn't mean the next one won't.
That's right. I'm not going to predict it again, though. That's a huge goal. The coach is giving the ref a go about.
And it's the slap stick.
About the slap stick.
The non-call that was called earlier.
Yep. Coach Knowles is not.
Here's a replay, though.
Seen him throw his hands up.
Great one-timer. Didn't cradle the puck at all.
Beautiful goal.
Back into his own end is Annis. He goes hard off the boards. So Coleman King with a great tying goal with a little under 2 minutes to go in the game. So the last time I said we should talk about overtime, goal scored.
Yes.
Coming back, pass in front, one-timer just goes wide.
But now it's a reality. That could happen.
Rayfuse gets it to the point and out. Spartans fire it back in. Warriors fire it down the ice. And that's going to be an icing, so that's going to bring the face-off right back in their end. The all-important face-offs.
I don't like that icing play right there. I probably was just trying to get it off the wall, but didn't get it there. And now you've got the face-off to the right of your goaltender.
Face-off controlled by the Spartans. Warriors find the puck, and the Spartans can't hold it in. They'll throw it in deep. Right back out. That pass behind Stanford. He'll get a second opportunity. No, good work in there by Banks. Banks is taken down, and he knows it. Number 18, Caden Moore, buries his head in his hands on the ice because he knew what he did right after he did it.
So now we're looking at, if this gets to overtime, being 4 on 3. Of course, you have to get there first, but that's one of those penalties that, man, yeah, I'm sure it wasn't on purpose, but it's a penalty.
Well, he's reaching, and it wasn't even so much a swinging stick, I think, as
reaching for the puck.
The Spartan player stepping on a stick.
Yep.
Same thing.
Exactly.
Important face-off for the Warriors, and they win it. Brown has it, rips it around the boards to clear the zone. Skating hard down the ice to Stanford. He's going to get there first. Stanford hammered along the boards, taken out heavy. We haven't seen much of that.
The pace is picked up.
Here we go with 34 seconds. Some great penalty killing work there by the Warriors as the Spartans trying to get out of their own end. That's Coleman King. Coleman King just tied the game. Now he gets it up.
Great
lead pass taken off nicely by Fowler. Fowler gets it down deep to Banks. Banks trying to control, pass in front, backhand, off escape, rebound, score, a shot, and a nice save.
Wow, this has been the best part of the hockey game the last 5 minutes. No doubt about it. Both teams pushing 12.6 seconds. Now it gets interesting.
Here's the replay. Goaltender down and down again. The 5-hole might have been open there.
Yeah, I think it was.
Face off.
Big late save.
Warriors, yep, they do clear the zone. Now they're going to fire it all the way down the ice once again. Although, killing the penalty.
You were looking for the icing?
I was looking for the icing. So, we have a 5-minute sudden death, 3-on-3 overtime. Now, with the penalty, you can't have 3-on-2, Brian, right?
No, it goes 4-on-3. until the penalty's over. Then it goes 4-on-4 until the next whistle. Then it goes back to 3-on-3. And then, of course, if nothing's solved in 5 minutes, we go to the dreaded shootout.
So we've got a couple minutes for both teams to gather and to gather some wind. Coaches to start making decisions on who they're going to put out on the ice. Obviously, we said before, earlier in the game, we had a 4-on-4 opportunity, and we thought we might see some open ice. Boy, there is certainly going to be some open ice in a 4-on-3.
I would suspect Brown will be on the ice a lot for West Hants, or playing defense. He's out there a lot. And I would suspect you'll see a lot of him this period.
So here's another change that we said along with the icing, and I'm just noticing it now. Because we had this happen during the Timber Cup with some of this as well, they did not change ends in the overtime.
No.
And here they are. This is period 4.
Yep.
So just like in period 2,
You change ends.
you're going to change ends. You're going to long change.
Yep.
You can get stuck. And if you get stuck with 4-on-3 or 3-on-3 hockey, you can be stuck for a while.
Exactly. You don't want to make a mistake here now.
Here we are. Thank you so much, Booth.
I don't know who we're waving to.
I know, right? All of our fans.
Yeah, the fans go wild as they see our
Yes.
pictures.
Yeah, the audience,
Yeah, look
the
around.
crickets came out.
Yeah, you guys have nothing to show, obviously. You're showing pictures of us.
So obviously a great opportunity. Still 1 minute and 6 seconds to go in the power play opportunity for the Spartans. You really do not get a better chance at the beginning of the overtime than to be 4-on-3 and try to do something. That being said, when you've got open ice like that, you've got cross-ice passes that can be picked off
Exactly,
at
for
3-on-3.
breakaways, yeah.
You could have shorthanded breakaways.
Exactly.
Anything could happen.
So we got 1 minute and 6 of power play time, which is the 4-on-3, which will be interesting. And then we'll see what happens.
And then we wait for a whistle to get back
We
to 3-on-3.
see the 3-on-3, yeah. This is your opportunity if you're Western Valley. 4-on-3, lots of ice.
So we've got Coleman King and Denhan out as forwards for the Spartans. They win that faceoff just a little too cleanly, and Ward's going to have to back up to get it. Lots of room. Ward carries the red line and the blue line. Tries to go between the defenseman's legs, and it's going to be picked off easily. And skating hard the other way is Stanford. Stanford's got some good legs going around the far side. And he's taken out, trying to draw the penalty. Doesn't. Lots of room now coming back. And that's Denhan. He'll gain the blue line. Goes wide, looks in front, tries to go back to the point. That goes off of a Warrior stick and fired down the ice. 25 seconds to go in the power play opportunity for the Spartans.
One player got off.
That lead
That's gonna
pass
be
goes
icing.
off a stick.
Nope. Yeah, it is icing.
And it was because it was redirected, but on this side of the red line.
So there's a big opportunity to get your line changed.
You can change everyone you want.
Yep.
But for the Hurricane standpoint, the puck 200 feet away from their goal for the last 16 seconds of the power play.
Exactly.
And if they win a face-off, and they do, back out and back in, but chased back the other way, skipping over the stick of Banks. And the Warriors fire it down, and that will kill the penalty.
So we go to 4-on-4.
Fowler has it. He reverses it, taken hard out of the play. Gets it back to Banks. Banks behind his own net. He's taken down from behind. And no penalty called on that one. The referees don't want to
decide the
game, but they don't have to. There's a nice pass to Banks. Banks has it. There's a shot. Steered aside by Meaden. Slip forward, but not out. Saunders keeps it in. We still on 4-on-4 hockey until we have a whistle. That's going to be chipped up and out. Out towards the middle to Dykins. Dykins comes in. He's got some room. Shot. Blocker save. Rebound. Covered up by Meaden. Gets a little bit of defensive help.
Yep.
And with that whistle, what happens, Brian?
We have a face-off. 3-on-3.
We're back to 3-on-3 hockey with that first whistle since the penalty.
Here we go. This is what we've been wanting to see, or I have. A 3-on-3. Not sure what they would be talking to the official about.
Probably why we didn't get a penalty.
Yeah.
No sense working them now.
No.
There's not a lot of game left.
No, you got to just take everything now and play hockey. Here's where you cannot make a mistake.
You're right. So easy for the
3
breakaway.
on 0, 2 on 0.
Yes. In the NHL, it ends up being a game of keep away.
Yeah.
Back to the point. Good work there along the wall to stop that, but even better work. Here comes the Warriors. There's a shot. No, it goes off the post and wide, and a great opportunity for more. Back to the point. Smiley has it. Smiley with the shot. That sails high. Moore's going to look for it on the other side. He chips it forward. He still has it. Still has 2 defense. Anyone going to break in for him? No. Moore
Someone's got to move in.
takes a quick shot. That one goes wide. Back on the other side, we've got Lake. Lake trying to keep it in. Check that. That's Phillips. Gets it in wide. Spartans are going to get on the other side. No. Smiley gets there first. Spartans come back, though. Smiley's going to get back fast. Good work by Smiley getting back into the play. Coming back now is Coleman King. Coleman King gains the blue line. Quick wrist shot. Nice save by Meaden.
I would think both teams would change lines here.
Oh, yes.
You know, keep your fresh legs. You got 2:12 to go. I would suspect the time. I don't know, maybe not.
It depends who you want on the ice.
Yeah, if you want to rest a guy 30 seconds.
You've got him in your pocket.
Exactly. It's a big face-off again in the zone.
Face-off scrum. Warriors are going to come away with it. They'll get it out, slide it down the ice. And that's going to be an icing. All the way back down as both players skating hard for it, especially Stanford, who's looking to get there first.
I believe that Hants has just called a timeout. Well, maybe not. It looked like he made this timeout signal. I guess not.
So once again, face-off on the far side to the left of Meaden. This time the Spartans win the face-off, get it back. Chipping it forward is Banks. He spins around. He cycles it, not really the move you're looking for, but they're going to pick it up behind the net anyway. Back to Banks, and that one's picked up. Banks gets it again, though, as it skips off the Warrior stick. Banks to Fowler, Fowler to Banks. Banks back to Fowler. Looking in front, Banks has it. Nice backhander, but a nice save by Meaden, who makes himself big and makes the save.
The lost art of the backhand. Not so much used nowadays. The crowd is pretty tense. There's not a big crowd here. Oh, yeah, that's a great backhand. Look at that. Beautiful.
Nice save. Back to Warriors get this face off. Carrying some speed in his own end is Ashton Lake. Lake gains the blue line, stops, loses, gets it in. It's got a 2-on-1 the other way. That's Banks. Banks has a person in front, well defended, and it's going to be a 2-on-1 coming back. This is Patterson. Patterson has a line. There's a shot. Rebound covered up by Perrin. Some great back-to-back action.
Shoot, a huge, huge decision to go down and block that shot and come up and have a scoring opportunity. I was thinking, why would you do that? But it worked out for him, so.
2-on-1 one way, 2-on-1 the other way.
Great save by both goaltenders.
Face off on the near side. Spartans get it back. Coleman King, lead pass to Denham. Denham has it. 1-on-2. Nice stick work in there by Brown. Denham's going to get it in deep for Coleman King. Coleman King settles the puck in the corner. Pass in front. Oh, just off of the stick of Denham. Back to the point. Denham has it again. He's got some room. Brings it in. Quick shot. Tries to go upstairs on the short side. Gathers it. All three on the same side. Coleman King tries to skip by one. Still has it. Has a shot.
Oh,
goes off the shaft of the stick of Meaden. 26 seconds to go. That's Brown. Brown gains the blue line. Tries to go back the other way. Skating back potentially with a breakaway is Saunders. Saunders coming in all alone. There's a shot.
What a save.
Saved by Meaden. Coming back the other way with 11 seconds. Hauled down. Chip forward. Can't get it. Coleman King has it. Goes towards the middle and it's got to go outside, and that's going to be a shootout.
Oh, wow.
There's the horn. That goal wouldn't have gone in. More great saves. Here's a quick replay.
That was the game saver in the overtime. I don't know about old-fashioned shootout, but this is okay. This time for sure, next goal wins.
Yeah, you're right this time. Good call, Brian.
100%.
So the shots on net, we've harped on this for a while. We said how the Spartans were getting closer and closer and closer. We get through the overtime period, and the shots on net 28-26, and the game did go back and forth, especially in
for
that.
sure.
Both teams had opportunities. I think the Spartans more than the Warriors.
I think so. That was an entertaining 3-on-3 as you're going to see. Beautifully played back and forth. Great job. I was like, wow, little mistakes. You know, and there was a few made, but both goaltenders stood big.
So how many shooters, Brian? 3?
I think it's 3 shooters. I'm not really sure.
And you have to keep picking somebody new, right? It's not
I
like
think-
double IHF
no,
hockey,
I think-
where after your first shooters you can keep throwing out your best shooter.
Exactly. I believe you have to go. You may even have to use your bench. I am not sure
Run
how
the
that
bench.
works. It used to be in minor hockey. You had to shoot. Everybody is 3, but then everybody had to go before someone could come back around.
That's right. We've got people here. So I think the referee just collecting names from both coaches right now, as they have to find out who is going to be shooting. I would think that whoever has home advantage, and that's the Warriors, would probably get maybe the choice as to whether or not they want to shoot first or not.
I believe they do, yeah. It looks like.
And I think the coach right now, I'm seeing him put 2 fingers up like the 1-to-1, and I think he's just clarifying, trying to make sure that he knows exactly what's happening.
Exactly. It's no time not to know what's going on. No. The refs may be checking to see what's happening. I would say by the looks of it that Western Valley's going to shoot first because their shooter is still on the ice.
And we've switched goaltenders again, this being period 5.
Yep. Doesn't get any better, though, in a championship game and go to a shootout.
Yeah, you know, yes and no.
If you're-
It's minor hockey. You can't just keep playing forever.
No.
Right? There's ice time
Issues,
contingencies and issues.
Yeah.
So I know that you have to do it this way. I would have liked one of those golden opportunities for other teams, for one of them to come through in the overtime.
Especially in
I'd
the
much rather
overtime.
see
Yep.
it finished in overtime than a shootout.
Yep.
That being said, it is fun to watch a shootout.
Oh, for sure.
Especially if you're not a part of it.
Yeah, that's right. We're sitting here. We have no favorites, so
Oh,
you can watch the crowd and see what the crowd is. Oh, here we go. We're going to finally get this underway after we figured out whatever the issues are.
so now the referee is going to talk to both goaltenders before the first one, just to kind of let them know. First shooter is going to be number 87, Mysterious Ashton Lake, who I thought was 22, but really wasn't.
Shooting for the Western Valley Spartans, number 87, Jonah Banks.
That's Banks. Nice save.
Nice save. Yeah, sorry. I didn't switch this. It was 87. It was Jonah Banks. I still had my stuff flipped over.
That's a big save right there.
Yes, it was. Nice glove save.
Warriors, number 18.
Now it's number 18, Caden Moore, with the first shot for the West Hants Warriors. Nice blocker save by Perrin. Held his ground. I know as a goaltender, I hate when somebody comes in slow in a normal game. It's not the speed of the game.
Yeah.
So when they do that, it does mess with you, and you just have to be calm.
I often wondered about that.
It's horrible.
That as a goaltender, because I watch
It's horrible,
NHL guys.
which is why so many NHLers do it.
Yeah, they slow it down to a snail's pace.
Now it's Coleman King. Hits iron. Hit it, and he hit it solid.
It was. He was beat, but he knew.
Now it's number 17, Evan Patterson. The Spartans beat the goalie, but couldn't beat the post.
That's right. Best friend.
Tries to go upstairs with a fake, goes backhand to forehand, but misses the net and goes way upstairs.
Some fans yell and shoot every time they touch the puck. That's awesome. This is shooter number 3.
number 58, Owen Fowler. And another one off the iron. Back-to-back iron for the Western Valley Spartans. Will hit the right post, will hit the left post, but we can't hit the net.
Oh, wow. Wow, I can't believe it. We've rung them off both posts.
Clark Dykins can win the game now for the West Hants Warriors.
The whole hockey game could ride on this.
Nice pad save. Gets that pad down, and Perrin makes a save. Now it's all down to one-on-one, one-to-one hockey. The first three, neither team could score. Lots of iron, but neither team could score. Maddox Denhan up next for the Spartans. And he fires that one, but he goes wide. That one just missed the side. Now we have number 19, Blake McPherson. And another good pad save by Perrin.
Wow. Both goaltenders are not giving an inch.
4 shooters for each side. Nobody's put one through yet. And the parents are wearing their nails down to the bone.
Yeah.
Now it's number 57, Maddox Saunders for the Spartans. And a beautiful deke.
Goal.
A beautiful deke by Maddox Saunders. Faked the shot, got Meaden to drop down and slid it into the empty net.
That was a beauty. Here it comes. This is the game on your shoulders right here.
And the game is on the shoulders of number 34, assistant captain Brady Stanford.
What
and another
game.
Nice save by Sean Perrin.
What a hockey game.
Perrin does his work. Doesn't allow 1 goal and 5 shooters.
Exactly. And you know what? The goal was a well-deserved goal. Great play. You can't take anything away from goaltender. I feel bad for the team, but it's the way it is when you
So the Spartans, I would think, with a bit of an upset win in the semifinals, a 4-2 win over Sackville, come back against the West Hants Warriors, who had earlier in the tournament defeated them 5-0 in the round robin, only to win in a shootout in the championship game.
And I think it's the only time they led was when they scored that goal.
Yes.
So, great game, both teams. Nothing to hang your head about here.
And of course, you were seeing the celebration on one end, but as in hockey, as in sport, you see the celebration on one side, and you see the agony of defeat on the other side.
Exactly.
Full marks to both teams.
Exactly.
You could see that they left it all on the ice, Brian. They were dead out there. We ended up having, I would say, a mediocre game followed by a great ending.
Oh, the ending was fantastic. That last few minutes of that hockey game was probably the best hockey I've seen in a long time as far as this age group goes. Great job, man.
So right now they're going through the handshakes, a tradition that I would hope continues. As we see in minor hockey, it has become a discussion point for reasons that shouldn't be, but are.
There's always the negative that happens, but both goalies embracing each other, that's really nice to see, too.
Yes, it is, very much so. And those were the 2 starters.
Yes, they played well.
Yes, they both played very well. 31-29 shots on net.
Goal,
They only let 2 in apiece.
Yep, and 2 goal posts.
So we're going to have player of the game announcements. We'll stick with you through that.
Now time for the Player of the Game Awards. Player of the Game Awards are sponsored by Canadian Tire and Clean, Source for Sport.
Number 17, assistant captain Evan Patterson, player of the game for the West Hants Warriors.
Player of the game for the Western Valley Spartans, number 57, Maddox Saunders.
And it's number 57, assistant captain Maddox Saunders with the player of the game award for the Western Valley Spartans. Brian, some final thoughts on the game.
Well played last 7 minutes or with the overtime, and the shootout was awesome. A couple of goal posts. Could have went either way, I believe. And,
I think so. Oh, definitely. I mean, the Spartans ended up winning. The Spartans also hit 2 posts in the first 3 shooters of the shootout.
So it could have went either way. So both goaltenders were good.
So as the all-star presentations and medals get handed out, I'll take this opportunity to thank, on behalf of myself, David Doucette, my partner today, Brian Camo, all of the volunteers behind the scenes here at MC Media. We'd like to thank you for joining our streaming coverage of the Mariners Classic U18A Championship Final, coming to you from the Yarmouth Mariners Center. We'll let the public address announcer take over for now as I cut off, and thank everyone for joining our coverage, and hope you'll join us again as MC Media continues into the new year with the Junior A Mariners as well as high school hockey. And as a last thing, we'd like to say to everyone out there that's watching, if you're watching this live, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, exactly.
Number 31, Seth Madin. Number 34, Brady Stanford. Number 66, Jackson Shason. Number 72, Josh Cook. Number 77, Cale Brown. Number 87, Ashton Lake. Number 88, Caleb Corkum. Number 91, Noah Rayfuse. Number 97, Clark Dykins. And number 98, Sullivan McKenzie. Coaching staff for the West Hants Warriors, manager Kimberly Cook, head coach Ryan Knowles, assistant coach Zach Shason. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd now like to present the gold medals to the Western Valley Spartans. Number 8, Cooper Annis. Number 18, Caden Hudson. Number 38, Trent Keddy. Number 39, Finn Hamilton. Number 40, Ryland Acker. Number 41, Mason Westervelt. Number 42, Brody Young. Number 55, Ryan Bishop. Number 57, Maddox Saunders. Number 58, Owen Fowler. Number 60, Sean Perrin. Number 61, Parker Jackson. Number 64, Maddox Denhan. Number 70, Rory Coleman King. Number 81, Lucas Johnston. Number 82, Reagan Ward. Number 87, Jonah Banks. And number 88, Sean Crocker. Coaching staff for the Western Valley Spartans: head coach Chris Acker, assistant coach Chris Fowler, Peter Banks, and Scott Sanders. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd now like to present the championship banner to the Western Valley Spartans. Could the captains of the team please come forward to receive the championship banner? Ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 U18A Division Yarmouth Mariners Classic Hockey Tournament champs, Western Valley Spartans. Congratulations to the West Hants Warriors and the Western Valley Spartans on making it to the championship game for the 2023 Mariners Classic Hockey Championship. Well fought, well hard, and well played in battle game, where it was decided in a shootout. We hope to see all teams both back here next year for the 2024 Mariners Classic Hockey Tournament. Thanks to all the fans for coming out to the Mariners Classic Hockey Tournament throughout the week and to the championship game, and we hope to all see you back here next year for the Mariners Classic Hockey Tournament.